Please help support the channel by visiting our Amazon store, affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and over the course of the past year, we've been hearing nothing but Russia, Russia, Russia. It's like we're in a really bad Brady Bunch episode with Jan constantly yelling at Putin. Except in this case, Jan is, well, the mainstream media, and Marcia is, well, Putin, Trump, and everyone else is possibly involved in some collusion that we don't know whether it's real or not yet, but a lot of people out there are banking that it is, but we still don't know yet. And I'm banking on the idea that it's probably not as crazy as a lot of people out there want it to be. But this story, this situation with Kaspersky software is definitely telling, and it's freaky, especially given what's going on with the Equifax situation right now. The two aren't related, but I'm really just trying to compare the situations. Saying here, U.S. government bans Kaspersky software, citing fears about Russian intelligence. Well, that's a pretty harsh, bold claim, don't you think? Saying, 3 months after the General Services Administration removed Kaspersky Lab from a list of approved federal vendors, Homeland Security is banning the Russian security software maker outright. In a statement on Wednesday, DHS Acting Secretary Elaine Duke directed all executive branch agencies and departments to identify over the next 30 days any Kaspersky products being used, make a plan in the next 60 days to eliminate their use, and begin that discontinuation within 90 days. So within 90 days, 3 months from now, before the end of the year, they want this gone completely. That's insane. I mean, I understand wanting it to be gone because of fears of Russian intelligence, but, you know, they must have some pretty damning evidence if they're going to be moving that fast in 90 days. The government never goes that fast, right? They want to have this thing gone in 3 months. You can't even get them to go replace that damn stop sign by your house for about 1.5 years. You know what I mean? Like when they have something really to run on, they will run on it. Saying here, the department is concerned about ties between certain Kaspersky officials and Russian intelligence and other government agencies, and requirements under Russian law that allow Russian intelligence agencies to request or compel assistance from Kaspersky and to intercept communications transiting Russian networks, the DHS said in its directive. And yeah, that's something you want to be very careful of here, because everything we've known over the course of the past year, what we're learning in terms of this collusion between Trump and Russia. I don't even know how much collusion there is, but I do think Russia has some serious play in all this. All right, we're learning about Facebook and the money that was spent there through troll farms in order to direct advertisements to influence people in the election. Russia very much wanted to wound Hillary Clinton for the election, probably not expecting to actually cripple her campaign or do enough damage to where she doesn't get elected, but they very much wanted to hurt her. And now we're finding out a lot about that, and there must be some serious stuff here in order for this to work. The risk is that the Russian government, whether acting on its own or in collaboration with Kaspersky, could capitalize on access provided by Kaspersky products to compromise federal information and information systems directly implicates U.S. national security. Yeah, you don't want that at all. And if they have enough, they probably think there's enough there to warrant there's a problem. At least to kind of cut it off at the knees, sort of thing. At the end of its full statement on the issue available here, the DHS states that it will allow Kaspersky and any other entity that claims its commercial interests will be directly impacted to submit a written argument along with any evidence or data that could offset the U.S. government's concerns. Kaspersky fired back at the decision with his own statement available here, saying that Kaspersky Labs, given that Kaspersky Lab doesn't have inappropriate ties with any government, the company is disappointed with the decision of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, but also grateful for the opportunity to provide any additional information to the agency in order to confirm that these allegations are completely unfounded. Again, moving that fast is not something the government ever does unless they have good reason. So there's probably something there, and I love that they're like, whoa, man, hold on, right? Kaspersky didn't do nothing. Kaspersky a good boy. Kaspersky didn't, or sorry, I'm doing that totally wrong. Kaspersky did nothing. Kaspersky good boy, drink water, everything, grow good boy. Kaspersky didn't do nothing. That's my horrible Russian, by the way, my horrible Russian. No credible evidence has been presented publicly by anyone or any organization, as the accusations are based on false allegations and inaccurate assumptions, including claims about the impact of Russian regulations and policies on the company. Kaspersky Lab has always acknowledged that it provides appropriate products and services to governments around the world to protect those organizations from cyber threats, but it does not have an ethical ties or affiliations with any government, including Russia. Yeah. Come on. I mean, let's cut the crap here for a second. We all know for a fact that Putin has such a stranglehold on Russia, especially when it comes to intelligence and anything like this, that there's a direct tie. There may not be, maybe not a direct tie, probably not a direct tie, but maybe some kind of like backroom tie. He's got some control, or some say, or some pull, or knowledge. If anything, at the bare minimum, he probably has knowledge of this sort of thing. In addition, more than 85% of its revenue comes from outside of Russia, because the Russian economy is crap, which further demonstrates that working inappropriately with any government would be detrimental to the company's bottom line. These ongoing accusations also ignore the fact that Kaspersky Lab has a 20-year history in the IT security industry of always abiding by the highest ethical business practices and trustworthy technology development. True, but 90 days, man. They got something on you for 90 days. Regarding the Russian policies and laws being misinterpreted, the laws and tools in question are applicable to telecom companies and internet service providers, and contrary to inaccurate reports, Kaspersky Lab is not subject to these laws or any other governmental tool, including Russia's system of operation investigative measures, since the company doesn't provide communication services. Also, it's important to note that the information received by the company, as well as the traffic, is protected in accordance with legal requirements and stringent industry standards, including encryption, digital certificates, and more. Okay, sure, I get that. You're trying to boost up. You're trying to what we call peacocking right now, right? It's an old pickup artist term. It's all like, no, I'm good. Look at, I've popped color. I have 18 popped colors. That is how peacocked I am right now. I'm so good. Never done anything wrong. I didn't do nothing. Good boy. That's basically what they're trying to do with that statement there. Going on to finish up here by saying, Kaspersky Lab has never helped, nor will ever help, any government in the world with its cyber espionage or offensive cyber efforts, and it's disconcerting that a private company can be considered guilty until proven innocent due to geopolitical issues. The company looks forward to working with DHS, as Kaspersky Lab ardently believes that a deeper examination of the company will substantiate that these allegations are without merit. And I know they want that. And, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible that will happen. But 90 days. And I also like this line up here saying, like, no evidence has been presented publicly. Right? Because it's not generally what happens in these particular situations. If the Department of Homeland Security has got something on you, they're not going to sit there and go hold a press conference and be like, well, that Matt Jarbo fellow up there in Washington, we found his porn stash. Some of it appears to be backdated, and possibly gained illegally. All above the board in terms of with the content, but just obtained illegally. But we have evidence here, and we're going to go arrest them. Like, no, they wouldn't do that beforehand. I don't know why I used myself in porn, because I could have gone a wholly different way as a joke. But no, it's basically like, they're not going to announce it ahead of time what they've got. They're not going to lay it out for you for the media. They've got it. They're acting on it. There's something there. We don't quite know what yet. It could be nothing. It could just be a fear. It could just be something enough to warrant kind of shutting it down. But if they want to get rid of all of Kaspersky in 90 days, identify who has it, then put together in a month, and then in that second month, institute a plan to get to eliminate it, and then in the last month to get it out completely, that's a pretty fast acting Tenactin, man. Finishing up here, though, it does say that while the new steps from the DHS are a strong statement on its suspicions, the truth is murkier. Given the controversy over Kaspersky's rumored but never clearly substantiated closeness to Russian intelligence, the move might just be erring on the side of caution. Still, to purge Kaspersky products altogether in such a public way sends a strong message. But who the message is to, or what, if anything, is actually rooted in, remains far from clear. That's the whole point, too. If they are making a statement, and they're using Kaspersky as a way to do it, then who is it for? Right? And that's a valid question. Who is it for? Well, it can only really be for a small handful of players. But the top of that list would be Putin. The top of that list would be a gigantic to Putin, totally like, oh yeah, vacation in Serbia on these, like that whole thing. But they're also, I mean, if this company's in nothing wrong and our government is targeting them as a way to send a message, then that's messed up. I will agree. I will totally agree that's messed up. But they still have to have some kind of suspicion and some kind of evidence to err on that side of caution, especially to purge it as fast as they want to purge it. You know, I mean, like, look, they enacted ACA laws and gave us like 2.5 years to get our shit in check. This is 90 days. So there's something there. But in the meantime, we'll have to keep following the story to see how it develops, to see what pops up, and to see if Kaspersky is a good boy and didn't do nothing, or if they really are working with the Russian intelligence officials in order to further undermine the democracy and national security of America. At this point, we can only really wait to find out. Hey guys, that wraps up this video. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do so below. I love to read your guys' input. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me in the YouTube algorithm. If you want to support the channel, there's the Amazon affiliate store, there's PayPal, there's Patreon, there's Bitcoin. And if you're bored and you want something else to watch, check out 3 Buck Theater up here. My name is Matt Jarbo. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a wonderful day. Peace out.